Hey. I don't know what to do now. Hey. Hey legends, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, make sure you subscribe to my channel because I'm cool. So today's video is going to be a little bit different than the videos that I normally make, but I've had this idea in my head for a long time and I love sharing the things that inspire me with you guys. So I thought this would be a really good video idea. So this video is going to be 5 documentaries that I think you need to watch before you die. These documentaries are documentaries I've personally watched that have personally affected me in a positive way. They've changed my perception or made me look at the world in a different way, made me change my lifestyle habits in my life. They've just positively affected my life, and I wanted to share these with you because hopefully they will do the same for you, and if not, at least they can open your eyes to something that maybe you didn't know before. These are all my personal opinions based on my personal experience. I obviously haven't seen every documentary that exists, so these are just the ones that, from the ones that I've watched, I personally really liked. If that makes sense. I don't want people to yell at me, okay? That's why I have to say all this stuff. But hopefully these documentaries will make you a better person. I'm just gonna kind of go from bottom to top, if you know what I mean. So I'm gonna start with number 5, and 1 is like the one that I think everyone in the world needs to see. So if that makes sense, then let's continue. These are my top 5 documentaries you need to see before you die. Okay, so number 5 is a documentary called Human, and it is a 3-part documentary. It's basically a documentary of a bunch of interviews of people of all shapes, sizes, colors, nationalities, races, ethnicities, sexual orientations, etc. People from all over the world, from every type of background, piled into one documentary, and it basically covers topics like love, money, sexuality, culture, tradition, religion, topics like human subjects that anyone can relate to, and it basically takes perspectives and these people's stories and these people's experiences from all over the world. Along with the interviews, it also has the most amazing videography and soundtrack that's just like so pretty and captivating. From the last time I checked, you can actually watch the 3-part documentary on YouTube, so I will link the documentary down below. But it's definitely an amazing documentary. Definitely recommend checking it out. It makes you relate to humans and help you put yourself in other people's shoes, and just kind of reminds you that we are all human beings just living on this little speck of dust floating in a universe. Highly recommend. 10 out of 10. Number 4 is a documentary called What the Health, and it is actually on Netflix. And when it first came out, there was a lot of controversy all over the internet because it does kind of advocate for veganism or a plant-based diet, which of course is controversial because it's asking people to change their lifestyle, but really the documentary is just full of facts from people who are well-educated and experienced in their professions regarding health and environment. And after I watched it, it did give me a new perspective on my own health. Even though I'm already vegan, it still was really shocking to me, and it didn't just talk about health, it also went into the subject of animal agriculture's effects on the environment and also animal agriculture's effect on people, which is actually pretty eye-opening, and it's not talked about a lot in the vegan community. So it's a really good documentary, whether you're vegan or not, doesn't matter, just something that I feel like can positively affect your life. Okay, so number 3 is Zeitgeist. And Zeitgeist, I believe, is also a 3-part. I think there's 2 of them.
I think there's Zeitgeist 1, 2, and they're all like, they're kind of broken.
The movie, the documentary, but I definitely recommend watching all of the parts, and you can also find those on YouTube as well. But Zeitgeist is a documentary that delves into different conspiracy theories, and I know that can be kind of like people are pretty hesitant around conspiracy theories because, you know, the flat earth theory and stuff like that, but Zeitgeist is actually really well researched, and there's a lot of facts, and it's pretty mind-blowing. Whether or not you believe it, it's still a really interesting documentary to watch. There's a part on religion, particularly Christianity, that's really mind-blowing and eye-opening, and there's also a section on money and capitalism, the way that our government works and just kind of how it's very corrupt. There's a section, of course, on the 9/11 theories, and yeah, there's a few other ones, but I definitely recommend it, and I will link that down below as well. But Zeitgeist is really great. It will definitely make you question a lot of things in your life and question what is reality, what is truth, etc. If you're into that kind of stuff, you will most likely enjoy it. Okay, so number 2 is Cowspiracy, and this is also on Netflix. I believe it's still on Netflix, and this is actually produced or slash directed by the same people who produced slash directed What the Health. I just thought Cowspiracy was even more mind-blowing than What the Health because I kind of already knew a lot of the health aspects of plant-based diet or veganism, but Cowspiracy is all about the environment and literally how animal agriculture is destroying the world and how all of these corporations and industries are completely ignoring the reality of it and refuse to even talk about it, especially all of these organizations that are, you know, environmentally friendly or like environmentalist organizations just, you know, completely ignore this huge elephant in the room that is animal agriculture is literally the #1 cause of climate change and deforestation and ocean pollution and all of these terrible things that are literally destroying our home. So Cowspiracy is definitely a great documentary to watch, and of course, again, it does advocate for a plant-based lifestyle, but it's based on facts and, you know, literally things that are happening. And I feel like if you're not the type of person to get swayed for veganism because of animals, you're not the biggest animal lover, and you don't really care about your health, I feel like Cowspiracy is definitely for you because you have to care about this planet. I mean, it's our only one we have. So I definitely recommend Cowspiracy, and I'm pretty sure it's still on Netflix. If not, you can watch it online somewhere. It's pretty easy nowadays to find movies for free. But yeah, 10 out of 10 again, definitely recommend. Will change your life, hopefully. Okay, and the last one. This is the one that I owe so much of my, just life to because it literally changed my life forever. And it is the documentary called Earthlings. I have to tell you, and I have to warn you, it's one of the most graphic documentaries I've ever seen. It's footage, undercover footage of what we do to animals, and it's the truth and it's the reality. It's definitely not sugar-coated in any way. It's like, here is what we're doing to animals, watch it and take what you can from it and do what you want from it. And the second I finished watching this documentary, I instantly became vegan. I was already vegetarian, but it just completely changed my entire perspective on us as human beings and what we are literally doing to this planet and to the other beings on this planet that we share our lives with. Yeah, we're living with all these other species, but we're completely destroying them all for the sake of our own greed and ego. But yeah, it's a very graphic documentary. I was honestly covering my eyes and holding my ears and closing my eyes. Probably 90% of the documentary, I can hardly even remember half the footage because it was just, I'm just really sensitive to violence and stuff and I just can't handle it. But I never cried so hard in my life when I watched this documentary. My boyfriend watched it, he cried as well. I know that this documentary has changed so many people, and I definitely don't want this video to be pushing the vegan agenda at all. This isn't even about veganism. This is just documentaries that literally changed my perspective, and I hope they will do the same for you. And Earthlings was just the one that immediately I completely uprooted my lifestyle and just changed my entire life after watching this. And I don't think I've ever read a book or watched anything that's made me do something like that, so it definitely affected me in a very, very, very positive way. So I definitely recommend Earthlings, and again, I'm pretty sure you can find it on YouTube, and if not, you can find it somewhere online. But yeah, it's just a very eye-opening documentary that I recommend to everyone. I literally think everyone in the world needs to see it. Whether or not it changes their perspective at all, I just think everyone needs to see it and actually know the truth of what we are doing to our fellow beings. So yeah, those are the 5 documentaries I think everyone needs to see before they die. Whenever you have a spare day, a rainy day, you don't know what you're doing, give one of these videos, these documentaries a watch, because you never know, it might make you a better person. So I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. I've had this idea to make this video for a while now, and if you guys liked it, please let me know because I would love to continue making videos like this. And yeah, let me know if there's any other videos you'd like to see me do or any other topics you'd like to see me cover. And I hope you guys have a great day. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!